Warning: the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Inside the Drag Closet with Jade. Join Jade DeVere and her fabulous team of guests as they discuss all things drag, from wigs to makeup to performances and everything in between.
Join us at WLFE-DV.com for upcoming shows and more.
Hello there, kids. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the interactive podcast where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to have a good time. We have a fabulous show planned for you this evening. My lovely co-host this evening is the incredible Anastasia Diamond. We are joined by the amazing and alluring ARIANA Autumn. I did some alliteration there and I totally didn't try to. Woo, it's going to be a good one. And all the way from Richmond, Virginia this evening, we are joined by Miss KIKI MAMAH. I love that name so much. It has been making me giggle all week. And I'm going to start off the night with a little segment you know and love called Who, What, Where. Who am I? My name is Jade DeVere. I am a drag performer. I've been performing as long as I can remember. That changes every week. It's weird. What am I wearing? Well, I'm wearing a nice little tribute to what you see behind me, Reefer Madness. This is more of a tribute to the movie that came out on Showtime a number of years ago. You know, cute little red outfit, feeling a little sexy, feeling a little pretty. I'm wearing a beautiful jewelry set by Rocks by Cox. My makeup tonight is mostly Juvia's Place. I was playing around with colors and Juvia's Place just hit the right color notes I wanted to make. This is a beautiful bit of hair from Amazon, actually. I found it. It was great. My lips are a blend of different things. Most importantly, Beauty Bakery. Really beautiful lip color on here. I'm absolutely loving this. And last but not least, where can you find me? You can find me every Wednesday night right here on Inside the Drag Closet on WLFE-DB.com. I am going to be getting back to making live appearances soon. I got my first vaccination shot last week. My next one is May 12th. So after that, I'm going to start putting myself out there again. I will be masked as long as we have to be masked. I'm going to be safe about it, but things are getting back to normal and I couldn't be happier about it. Oh, a lot of people popping in already. Dakota Noel, I'm so excited. Shane Fetro with a wonderful, perfectly timed moist. Thank you very much. Josh Evans, hello, everyone. I'm going to take a guess that someone will be wearing Rocks by Cox. You better believe it, buddy. Andrea says, I'm looking so fabulous. Thank you so much. You know what's funny? This outfit is actually the talent outfit from the first pageant I ever competed in, and it still fits. Yay! I'm also not corseted or wearing pads, so of course it still fits. Monica noticing the Reefer Madness realness. If you have not seen Reefer Madness, we are celebrating 420 this evening, even though 420 was yesterday. Reefer Madness is hilarious, so definitely check it out. Trixie remembers this bodysuit. Yep. Do you have your own or did you wear mine? I don't remember. I know we shared stuff. And Kenny says, stunning. Thank you so much. I love this look. I'm feeling very pretty tonight. I'm not going to lie. Every once in a while, a drag performer just has to go, but me, though. But me. But me, from the chest up. From the waist down, it's a disaster of gym shorts and fringe. Anyway. Oh, wait. Cassie says, hello. Love when you pull something out of the closet and it fits. Winning. Accurate. Super accurate. Actually, this isn't what I intended on wearing this evening. I was going to wear a beautiful gown and I didn't have anyone to zip me into it. So I'm sitting here. I was sitting, poor Ariana and Kiki got to watch me like, nope, not gonna work. So let's get into it though. I can't do this myself. I want to introduce to all of you my beautiful, stunning co-host for the evening. You know her and love her. Everyone welcome Anastasia Diamond.
Oh, hey girl, how you doing?
How you doing, girl?
Honey, I'm doing fabulous. I feel like it's been about 10 years since I've been here.
I know. Well, last time you were here, we were all masculine and stuff.
Yes. Oh my goodness gracious. And you know what? I grew my beard out so long. I was so trade. You know what?
Go ahead.
Come on.
We have reached out to so many drag performers that have been like, I'd love to do your show. I've just gotten used to not shaving. It's valid.
Oh no. Oh no! Oh yeah, truly. Well, you know what? It got so that my hair got so long, I suppose, that I just got a new wig from this girl in California who I believe is going to be on the show in May. But she was like, I sent her a picture with me still fully faced, beard and everything, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, wait! I thought you were, no offense, but I thought you were a trans girl, but you're like a really cute boy." And I was like, well, girl, when the drag is good.
That is high praise right there.
Truly. So here I am, just living my best gay life.
I love it. Girl, why don't you give us a little who, what, and where?
Ooh, okay, girl. Well, who am I? I am Anastasia Diamond, the pretty, fat, professional goddess from Central PA. They also call me the Lizzo of Central PA as well. What am I wearing tonight? Well, I'm wearing a little something from the Drag Stop, who may also be a guest star here. My hair is from Miss Gigi Monroe. Earrings from Looks, as well as the diamonds on my hand. I have makeup from all over the place. So the first place I want to shout out is Amore Lashes, which is a local Black business owner who is here in my hometown. I got lashes from her. I also got some new eyeshadow from her. I also got some lip gloss. So elements here and there, but as well as that, I have to go back to my homegirl Juvia's Place and Black Opal Beauty for my foundations, eyeshadows, and on my eyebrows I have Kat Von D, KVD, and otherwise the lips are from I think they're from Sugar Pill. Actually, yeah, I was like, oh, we're gonna try this. I buy stuff and I just throw it around. But it looks good. I'm really happy. It's actually green. So where can you find me? You can find me every third and fourth Wednesday here on Inside the Drag Closet with Miss Jade DeVere on WLFE-DB Radio, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and so many other places. Check us out. Stream us on your ride home, period. But other than that, that's me. Oh, you can also find me on Instagram at Anastasia Diamond 95 and Cash App, Venmo, all of that. Anastasia Diamond 95. You can also find me
rough.
And I was gonna say you can also find me in your brother's bed. Okay, ew. Ow. How you doing?
Shenanigans.
Always.
We have a lovely comment right here from Patricia Williams saying she's on time.
Wow, I'm always on time actually. Because I run on my time.
In that case, yes, that's true. She had your number.
Yeah.
Say Emerald Queen on point tonight.
Thank you. I was thinking about the Emerald City. I just wish this jumpsuit would have been in green, but I love it in purple too. But that would have been perfection.
I love it. And you got the purple haze vibe. Okay, I see you, baby. I'd roll you up.
Now listen, yes, very much so. The lips are green and the eyebrows are green because 420 small Mary Jane. But also, I wore the purple because I don't know if you all remember Family Matters, but Urkel from Family Matters just came out with a new line of some, and and it's called Purple Urkel. And so I was like, girl, I gotta wear the purple. You know, I gotta rap.
I literally just looked it up, and Snoop Dogg has already endorsed it. I'm like, game on. That means it's good. See, and I'm not a smoker. Like
No.
I've done it 4 times. It's just
Police!
it never.
Police. Best.
No, it never was my thing. You know.
I prefer drinking because I can't go to jail for that. But you know what? Do your thing, girl. I don't judge.
Honestly, nobody should be in jail for it anymore anyway. So
Now let's talk about that. Let's have a conversation about that and the fact that people who have these charges are often in jail for 10, 15, 20 years, where a college male can sexually assault a college woman, excuse me, and get 6 months. How can
but they
you
don't want it to
someone?
ruin his future.
Mm.
Oh, I know exactly who we're talking about. Brock Turner, you rapist.
And so many more. So many more.
Yeah, it's just sad. Luckily, it looks like we took a wonderful step this week toward, making the right choices.
Yeah. Not justice, accountability.
Accountability.
Mm-hmm. But it's one step in a long, long journey.
Yep.
400 plus years. What you don't know is that the transatlantic slave the slave trade started back in the 14th century. And if you don't know centuries, that meant that the 1300s. So it didn't start happening here in America until, but it's been going on all over the world since the 14th century.
Yeah.
We got a long way to go.
We still got a long way to go. That's right. Girl, are you ready to greet our first guest for the evening?
I suppose so. It depends on who it is.
Well, well.
Wait.
She's a local girl.
Oh, okay.
We have worked with her before. We do adore her. And she dressed for the theme this evening.
Okay.
So everybody out there, welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the astonishing Ariana Autumn.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here. Well,
we're super excited to have you, Ariana. Give us a little who, what, where.
Well, who am I? I am Ariana Autumn, a genderfuck clown and a hairstylist, wig stylist, I should say. What am I wearing? I'm wearing a custom ponytail by myself with a little leaf for the holidays to be festive. And on my body, I'm just wearing a little thrift store couture that I rhinestoned and jewelry by my drag auntie, Michelle Lee Sterling. And where can you find me? You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Venmo at Ariana Autumn.
Exactly. And that is all of the stuff I forgot to have scroll at the bottom of the page. At my age.
Well, girl, it takes a toll after 70 years of doing drag.
True. Very true.
It's the clown white powder for me.
Which I'm not wearing that much. How dare you? Oh, we're getting a lot of comments already. Aurora F. Sterling. Hello, Aurora. Ariana, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
There's a lot of love coming in for everyone. Come on, this hair.
This is good hair, right? I mean, it barely fits my head, but I made it work.
Right. It's funny. I was wearing something very similar a few months ago.
I know, it's kind of weird. I feel kind of embarrassed. Like,
Stop it. For those paying close attention, Ariana did several of the wigs that I've worn on the show. My beautiful blue ensemble and my rainbow hair. Ironically, those were the only pictures I could pull quickly for the show.
Honestly, I might not have photographed the other ones. I sometimes just forget to take pictures of hair.
It's all good.
It looks beautiful. Can we get a jump close up of Miss Ariana again? Let's talk about the jewels in the hair. Oh, beautiful!
The festive leaf of our
yes. Get into this now. When did you start styling your wig with gems?
Sorry, what?
When did you start styling your wigs with rhinestones?
I actually stole the idea from the person who did my jewelry, Michelle Lee Sterling. She had a wig, like a little short pixie cut pussycat wig with rhinestones in it, and I said, I think I'm going to rhinestone a wig for myself. And then once I started selling hair, it just sort of seemed like a natural thing to do for me because I was like, it's a way to make it prettier and to add a little bit more pitching because girls got to make money.
Exactly. Well, and that's the thing. Girls do not like to stone their stuff, girl.
No, I give it to you pre-made, okay?
Exactly. Smart. And that way you can charge them about $200 more. Like
Gotta do what you gotta do, honey.
Period.
So I have to give a huge shout out to Miss Ariana here because when I booked her for this show, I've had you booked for like 2 months now, and instantly she was like, "Oh, I gotta put together a look. We're doing a marijuana theme. Oh yes, I'm gonna do this."
I like to put together looks. It's my strong suit. I'm not good at much other things, so aesthetics. I try to work within what I can do. And this is actually, I pulled this together like really last minute because I've been doing so much just playing catch up with hair. And we're preparing for pageantry here. And I have to do several pageants. So that's a lot going on. But I threw it together and I was like, I like it. It feels like it's me. And I look like I just smoked some very lovely herbal medication.
Word.
Speaking of which, we did get a question, and I love this question. Are those bongs tobacco water pipes I see behind you?
They are tobacco water pipes that you see behind me. This is where we keep them, so I figured like this would be a perfect place to set up. And I got my little green mascots back here, and my name is actually Jade, so you're welcome.
Aww.
Wow. Is that the Bratz doll?
No, it's like some rainbow doll, and they have different colors, but I got the green ones just for today. Because
hello.
Oh, look at me. Look at them. We're like twins.
You know what? They're not even tobacco water pipes. Actually, they're actually vases for plants.
They're vases. I'm putting some flowers in them tomorrow. We got some lovely chrysanthemums in.
Yes, lovely.
I can't.
Oh my gosh.
We did get a really good question here from the amazing Miss Trixie Valentine. How long did it take you to make that hair?
This hair, it took me collectively, I'd say like 10 hours. Just because I had to style it and then I had to rhinestone it. The bangs for this one in particular were quite a pain in the ass. Let's just say sometimes certain wigs give you trouble. This one was one of them. Also, I had to like completely sculpt this leaf out of a braid, so that was very time consuming.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so the leaf is made from hair then, and then you went in and put rhinestones on the hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I had to do I had to leave separately. So it's like I cut a track from the back of the wig and then I braided it and then shaped it into this, and I just like had to glue it sort of there.
Girl.
I like to do hair. At least I like to do fun things with hair, and at least it's fun and different. You know, that's how I look at it. You know, it's fun, it's
Well,
different.
you give it to them every bowl, okay, Henny?
She's
That's
really
fabulous.
efficient with that stoning.
Well, she loves to get stoned. I mean, she loves stoning.
I do love. Yes, exactly.
Girl. So you know what? I am very curious. So you know what? Me and you,
Mm,
we met maybe 3 years ago, maybe
mm.
4 years ago at Scarlett's Halloween party.
Yeah.
So
Oh
how
my
long
God.
have you been doing drag?
I have been doing drag since I started doing makeup and like playing with clothes and all that when I was 13. I started practicing and like playing with my hair and like trying to learn how to do different things, like because I saw Drag Race, of course, and I knew that there was a lot of work that went into it. But I started performing at 15, and I actually met Jade at my very first show.
What?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and she was one of my favorites right off the bat. Like, and actually, like one of like my whole family's favorites too. Like everyone was like, "Oh, Jade is so fabulous," and I'm like, "She really is, though, isn't she? Like, she's really fun."
Oh,
I remember that day because we were told there would be some underage drag performers joining us, and we were all like, "Oh, so we have to be careful about what we say. We have to just guard ourselves." She came in with the most mature fashion sense
wow.
and just blew our minds, and we're like, "This bitch is 15 and she's coming in like that. I hate her. I hate her already."
I mean, if it's any consolation, I was like shitting my pants because I was looking around at like all like the costumes and the hair, and I was like, "Oh shit, I don't have any of that."
Yeah.
But you know how I do, but like I was just like, "Oh man, I got a lot of work to do." Like, and that was the thing too, from seeing it from Drag on Drag Race to seeing it in real life. Like, just for some reason, seeing it in real life made me realize, like, wow, this really is so much work, and there's so much that goes into this. And that just made me want to, push myself to do better,
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. So I'm curious. I guess then since you were able to go to the drag show at 15 years old, your family was fairly accepting.
Yeah, my mom is a real mama bear. So like whenever like I did anything that was like remotely gay as a kid or whatever, like before anyone in my family could say anything, she would give them the look and be like, don't fuck with my child. Don't do it. You're not allowed to do that. So like I'm really appreciative that my mom was like really accepting and really just like did not let people fuck with me, and she was really there for me like in that way.
That's
Not
so
like everybody else was, but she was like the one.
wow. That's so awesome. And I think that because of that, you benefited from it. I mean, look at you now. I mean, you are fucking stunning, girl. And on top of that, your level of self-love. I mean, let's talk about that. And you also have a partner as well, who at your age, you are already engaged. Okay, baby, girl. Wow.
I think about that a lot actually. Like that I'm really young and engaged, and like people always tell me that I don't act as old as I am. And people are always like, "I forget that you're 23," and I'm like, "I don't know how you forget that I'm 23. I look like I'm 17, but it is what it is." No, yeah, but I don't know. I just think about that a lot. But I guess my mom has always been an old soul, so I'm cool with that. I'm at peace with that.
I love
But
that.
yeah, but it seems like you at the same time have a very humble soul at the same time.
Yeah, I will say that like I have a very humble, like, you know what I mean? Like I was not, you know what I mean? Like I didn't have an easy time in school. Like
No.
by any means, it was hell. Still have lots of, anxieties from that. Can't do large crowds, can't, long periods of times. It's just not my thing because of high school. And it's half the reason I do drag for a living and not have like a regular 9 to 5 job where I go out in public, because school really did a number on me, unfortunately. So I did like not love myself all the time. So like when I started to love myself, I was still really like humble and like knew where I came from and knew like the feelings that I had, you know, back then, and that, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like you should never forget where you come from.
Yes.
I love that.
Truly.
Well, Ariana, we do have another guest to get to, and I hate to cut this off here, but we're going to come back to that after the commercial break because I want to dive more into that. We did get a couple questions for you, but I'm going to try, just like every week, Jade's going to try to sift through the comment section to try to find the questions. So that's going to be a half an hour right there. But we will bring you back shortly. I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
You bet. We'll chat with you in just a minute.
Right.
She is a work of art.
Truly. I'm just mad that we never got to talk about the time I tried to steal her man from her.
So look, there's some of the comments over here. Amethyst is watching. She says, "Hi, ladies."
Oh my goodness, that's crazy, girl. What's that mean?
I don't understand what she's insinuating. Ariana's fiance is like, "Excuse me."
We were all very drunk.
Shenanigans, all of it. But we do have another guest to get to this evening. And girl, I'm going to let you introduce her because you actually found her for the show tonight.
Oh my goodness gracious. Work. Well, this fabulous performer, fabulous queen is someone who actually found me on Facebook because we matched through, mutual friends. And, I was like, girl, what's going on? And she was like, well, I'm a social worker. You're a social worker. I'm a drag queen. You're a drag queen. And I said, let's Kiki, girl. So this is Miss Kiki. Ew!
Hey.
Hello, Miss Kiki. How you feeling tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling my fantasy tonight, as you can see. My green velvet. Ooh.
Yes. Ooh.
Kiki, why don't you give us a little who, what, where?
Well, my name is Kiki MAMAH. I am a luxurious Southern lady. I am from Richmond, Virginia. And when I'm not doing drag, I do social work. I do shows. I've done pageants. I am a current first alternate title holder, and I'm a former title holder. Grand of Life Cosball 2018. What I'm wearing today, I'm wearing a green velvet gown with peridot jewelry from Elia's closet. I'm going to try to get it a good angle. There it is with a simple statement ring. And I'm wearing this pussycat wig from the beauty store. So there it is. And you can also find me on Facebook, on the Instagram. I'm getting some Snapchat and the TikTok rolling in. Your girl's got a long way to go with social media, but you will be able to find me in more places. But for now, Instagram and Facebook.
Fabulous.
I felt the need to change the colors to green because, yeah.
I love it. Kiki, we were talking before, and you said that you had started your drag journey back about the same time I did, back in 2016. Can you tell us what got you into drag and why you started? What made you love the craft?
Well, honestly, when I was about 22, I transferred to Virginia Commonwealth University from out of community college, and I started going to the gay clubs. There's a place called Godfrey's in Richmond that's pretty much like the entrance, the gateway for a lot of gay life in Richmond. So I went there, and everybody's dancing, and we're like shaking and twerking, and then I see these like Amazon divas get on stage, and I was like, oh my God, who are you? Like, I must know who you are. Like, y'all are some fierce girls. And so I look and I start meeting the drag queens, and I met one in particular who now lives in New York. And she was like, honey, you have a really good energy. I think you'd be a good drag queen. Because she saw me dancing around drunk and was like, okay, this, maybe I could be a drag queen somehow. And I apologize in advance for switching the camera. I'm just trying to get a great angle. My camera's not doing opposite day, so I apologize.
Okay, honey bunny.
but so then I started doing drag, and my makeup looked like trash. I mean, I had like black eyeshadow here, an eyebrow right here, a contour like right here under my lip. I mean, it was just horrible. And then, finally I went out and did a couple of amateur shows, and people were like, we live for your energy, but girl, you just, whew, honey. So then finally, flash forward to 2017, I do this like drag race style competition in Richmond, and I get second place, third place, second alternate. And then I get a drag mother, and then my drag mother and I parted ways. And then I won Grand of Life Closet Ball, and since then it's kind of been an upward journey. Also, then going to school for social work, doing that whole thing. So it's just been an upward mobility from there.
That's
amazing.
That's so awesome.
I love it. I really consider drag my self-care. Like, I know, like, for a lot of people, it's like, oh my God, this is my work, and I know that it's a business for a lot of people, but for me, drag is more self-care. It's like, working in social work, I love it, but it can be draining. So I'm glad to be able to, feel my fantasy in drag and perform and bring smiles to people more than that.
Well, and Kiki, you were even saying, and similar to me, you were working until about 5 o'clock today, or 4:30, 5 o'clock today, and you were like, I gotta run home and slap my face on, and it's like,
I was like, ooh, I got to shave. They all saw me they all saw me before we even started. I mean, I was shaving. I looked like a bear, and I'm like transformed. I'm like throwing on the eyebrow, sweating, putting a fan on me. It's fun.
Wow, that's so awesome. Well,
transformed into this soft, delicate flower.
Yes, truly. You do look so soft.
Thank you. I actually learned how to do that over time. Like, I used to paint like really hard, like, I mean, those it was just train track lines, these huge like eyebrows. And so then I just watched YouTube. I learned from others, and it just kind of worked itself out in a way.
Miss Kiki, say names, girl. Say names. Who are you targeting with that comment, girl? Like,
oh no, who taught me?
No. I said, who are you targeting with that comment, girl? And pointed to my sharp lines on my face. Our sharp lines on our faces.
Oh no, y'all don't have no sharp lines on. I'm referencing Jasmine Masters, how she has one video and she's talking about the train track. She's like lines, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel called out. Like, that was me.
I feel called out and seen.
Yeah, exactly. You see me, Jasmine? I love you. And then she was like, girl, you don't want to use that Snow White highlight. And I was like, that's me.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I just started, I sent a friend request to Jasmine Masters and she accepted it. And I have not been disappointed. I love watching her Facebook because she is blunt.
Oh my God.
She is. She's very blunt.
Yes. Oh my God.
I didn't even try that one.
Yes.
I like the way she's like, that ain't drag. When she starts talking about like RuPaul's Drag Race, I'm like, yes, Jasmine, just tell me everything. I want to know more.
Mess. Well, and that's funny because before you started doing drag, had you been watching Drag Race?
I mean, I watched a little bit. I mean, I just watched season 6, but I watched season 7. But then I really started getting into the drag. But knowing me, I was like, okay, I want to know Drag Race, but I want to know even more. So I started researching like old school Richmond, Virginia drag. And believe it or not, I mean, we have a couple of gay bars, but back in the 80s and 90s, there were so many, apparently. I mean, there used to be like maybe 10, like 5 actual LGBT clubs and 5 straight ones that cater to it in a time when that wasn't even considered the thing. And unfortunately, those places aren't around, but their memory kind of lives on. And that was I think that's one of the things about Richmond drag is when you're going in there, you have to respect the old style. Even if you go in there and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to do the traditional drag with pads and hips and everything. I'm going to do me. I mean, you still have to sort of be like, okay, this was Richmond drag at one point. This was what made it what it is today. And, that's So I really made sure to like look that up, and I was like, munch, just chomp on all that knowledge, get it together.
Not munch, crunch, so he can not just here for the lunch.
Yes, munch, crunch, so I can feed the children my lunch.
Well, and you know what the thing is? I think that at the end of the day, that is true wherever you go. If you want to get into the club, baby girl, you better respect your elders and respect the time and energy that the queens put in before you, because otherwise. I saw a queen very similar to our last guest, Miss ARIANA. I don't even remember the queen's name, but she was so disrespectful to Scarlett. Overkill. She's talking about how I don't want to look like a clown. I don't want to look like that one. And it's like, baby girl, and you chose the wrong one.
Oh, and she made the worst mistake ever. She showed up to the gig with no makeup, asking who's going to paint her. And someone took pity on her and offered to paint her. It was Scarlett's husband. And then she talked shit about Scarlett. It was it was an educational moment for her.
I always like, so there's some people I know, they're like, oh, honey, paint me, and they paint it. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be that person at the gig, and I can't paint myself, and I have to go out with a wig and no makeup on, and they're going to be like, what's happening here? So even if I look like crap, I will paint myself. Now for pageants, I had somebody paint me, and then now I'm kind of moving into a direction where I'll still have somebody dress me and help me, zip me up or whatever, but I'm going to try to paint myself. It's like one of these days you might not have somebody to paint you, and you're gonna have to you need to get up in that room and make it work, because you need to get that puss. So I said I'm gonna work that puss, work these brushes, and it's. I've definitely grown a lot from my first face. My first face, oh Lord! You can look at my Facebook and see how that was. Ooh, Lord.
One of these days, I want to go through like everyone's Facebook and go, "What's the first photo?" Let's go back to the beginning, and I will post mine. Mine is out there, and I regret nothing about it.
I regret something about mine. My first like drag performance photo was this blue wig. It was a black, white, and tan muumuu. I had no breasts on. Well, I had a little bit of something, but no pads, nothing. And I looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin in a dress. That's how bad it looked. And these men on Facebook were like, "Oh, hey, sexy girl. Oh, yeah. You know, you want to come with me and have a good time, baby? You look just like my wife." And I'm like, if that's your wife? If your wife looks like me, like, what kind of women are you dating? Like,
suspiciously tall ones.
Suspiciously tall one. And you'll get them, it's like, I know you're a man, but I've never done it with a man before. Oh no. Oh yeah. And don't you want to? And then have all expletive words, and they'll talk about topping and bottoming. Mostly they want to bottom. They want me to top. And I'm like, okay, first of all, I hope you don't think I'm going to top you in the geesh. I don't do nothing in this good dress, in this good jewelry, in this cosmetics that I spent all this time to put on. I am not fucking in the geesh.
Baby girl, you got to give them your booking fee. It's $200 for me to show up.
Listen, $50 for stuff on the knees, $100 for stuff standing up. There you go.
And if you want me on my back, that's about $1,000 right there. Bam.
Oh, anything on the back, it's going to be $500. $500.
Well, I think it's time for a commercial break. Oh my God!
Oh, there's more. There's more. Just so there's more.
Oh, we're gonna get to that after the commercial break. We have a lot of folks checking in already. Oh, we have Dom checking in. Hello, darling.
Hi.
We're going to have a quick commercial to let you know about all of the shows here on WLFE-DB.com. And then we're going to have a little bit of affirmations with Anastasia, and then we will all be coming back. So get your questions ready. Get all of those burning questions. I'll show myself out during the commercial break. It's fine. We will be back momentarily, kids.
WLFE Digital Broadcast Network is on TV. You can watch all of our shows on WLFE-DB.com. Check out our channels. Paranormal View for all of your paranormal type shows. LGBTQ friends for all of our LGBTQ shows. Variety Unlimited for all other shows. It runs 24/7 right on WLFE-DV.com. You'll even catch the lives, all in one place. Never miss an episode, past or future. WLFE-DV.com, where our shows are your shows. Here at WLFE-DV, you can find shows that vary in many topics. The paranormal, the creepy, heavy metal, and LGBTQ and drag. Our shows are your shows, and we want to provide a wide diversity for all to enjoy. So, tune in to facebook.com/WLFE-DB Radio. Like, follow, and share with your friends and family. Also, go check out our website at www.WLFE-DB.com. 2021 just got better. Your favorite shows from WLFE-DB Radio can now be found on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Yes, we now video stream to both of those platforms. Search for your favorite shows like Where's My Sage, Inside the Drag Closet, Across the Pond, Everything Yet Nothing, Paratalk Radio, Step into the Paranormal, The Creepy Parlor, Just Cindy, and more. Now you won't miss an episode. Remember, follow Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Make sure you subscribe and follow your favorite WLFE-DB radio shows.
More from WLFE-DB Radio Network after this.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Bree, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area at 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Oh yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE-DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab, and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com.
You're listening to WLFE-DB Radio. Now, back to our program.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anastasia Diamond, and I'm here to talk to you all about affirmations with Anastasia. So, today, I thought I might talk to you all about accountability, justice, and peaceful protesting, and the power of those things. And obviously, I'm going to be talking about that with regards to George Floyd and the Derek Chauvin trial that just ended yesterday. So, as you all may remember, back in 2020, there was a huge uproar of protests from people across America as well as across the globe, and protesting for George Floyd, who had the knee of Derek Chauvin on his neck for over 9 minutes, which ultimately killed him. People showed up, people protested, some people rioted, but what matters most is that people spoke out against the injustices that had occurred, and that made a difference. So I just wanted to put out some numbers, and it's big numbers that, really, anytime that you have an injustice, you don't have to have these numbers coming out, but it shows just the impact of numbers. So on June 6th, over 500,000 people turned out in nearly 550 places across the United States to protest the murder of George Floyd. It's across 4 recent polls from Kaiser Family Foundations, Civis Analytics, NORC, and Pew. It suggests that nearly 15 million to 26 million people in the United States have participated in demonstrations of the death of George Floyd and others, including Breonna Taylor, and even thinking back to Tamir Rice, you know, all the way back to Emmett Till, showed up and showed out. Now, you'll hear people say, well, that was all rioting, that was all Antifa. Girl, bye. 93% of the racial justice protests in the United States have been peaceful. So showing up and showing out to protest in peace works. And on top of that, there were countries across the world. There were people in Nairobi, people in Kampala, people all across Africa and Asia. We have people in European countries as well, like Prague and Budapest, all stepping out and standing out to speak up for and speak out against an injustice. And it's amazing because we see at that national level and we think, okay, millions of people showed up and showed out. You know, obviously they had to, they had to come with 3 guilty charges against Derek Chauvin. No, that's not true. We've seen it happen time and time again. But this shows that with that power, things can change. And I even have an example from my local hometown. Here in my hometown, we are fighting for an LGBTQ plus inclusive non-discrimination ordinance, and we were being shoved off left and right. We weren't being heard. People were not responding to emails that people would send. People truly didn't care about the issue. But then we got together. We did the grassroots work, and we got everyone together on the Monday, last Monday, excuse me. Over 150 people, both via Zoom and in person, showed up and showed out peacefully to say, we want an ordinance here in Chambersburg that is inclusive to LGBTQ people, LGBTQ residents, business owners, people, consumers, employees, etc., etc. And after that, well, all of a sudden, they're putting the non-discrimination ordinance on the agenda. Before, we weren't getting anywhere. So showing up and showing out for issues that you care about, it matters and it makes a difference. So make sure that you're getting out and supporting the causes that people are saying, please sign this petition, please do this, please show up, please, because it makes a huge difference. Truly.
And it's not just the people who are the victims of this. If you are witnessing it, stand up, help those who are being oppressed right now. Very dear friend of mine, one of the Woo Girls that's been on this show, spent most of last year going to protests, you know, and she, Caucasian person, but she's like, it doesn't matter. You know, I am here to support. I am here to help. And, I get so frustrated when I see people just go, well, what about Derek Chauvin's life? He killed someone. He murdered a man. Done.
And you know what's crazy? The thing is, he was convicted for this, but very similar to that of Mr. Brock Turner, very similar to that of mass shooters across the United States who are white. They will not get the full justice. They will not get the full fist of the law. Most likely, the minimum number of years that he's supposed to get, I believe, is 12 and a half. I believe, or was it 14? It was somewhere around, I think it was 12 and a half years. But the judge has the ability to say he wants to give fewer, or he can give more than the maximum of 40 years. And it's like, how
why?
do we have this system So yeah, I mean, it's very important to get up, get out, step out, speak out. But really, this is not the end of the conversation. This is only just the beginning. And now we need to move forward to talk about what policy changes need to be made. What at the macro level for our legal system, as well as within police departments, what culture change needs to happen within police departments to be holding people once again accountable, not we finally have justice. No, it's accountability, and that's really the word of the day: accountability.
Well, and it's accountability for one instance, but there are so many other instances that still need to be tackled, and there's still injustice everywhere. So exactly. This is a wonderful stepping stone. This is a great, we're on that journey, but the momentum needs to keep going. I was talking about this about another situation too, and it's like, we don't rest now. Don't rest now, because one thing is okay. Keep going.
We will get complacent, and we will be right back where we are in 10, 15 years. It may not happen right away, but it will happen. And so that's the other thing. We're today the segment is about 420. We're talking all about Mary Jane, the devil's lettuce, and all other fun names to talk about it. But in the reality, we need to talk about the fact that there are people who are incarcerated for nonviolent marijuana charges who have been in jail since the 1990s. And there are people who have gone in and out of jail before them for violent charges. And it's like, where do you are you not able to, but he had marijuana. Well, you know what the thing is? People were being people were being incarcerated and killed for being gay. But does that make it right?
Right? Ugh.
So
it's one of my favorite phrases I see in memes all the time is, make it make sense to me. Explain it to me like I'm a child. Please. Make it make sense to me.
Make it make sense. Period.
Oh, there are so many. While you were having your affirmations with Anastasia, a lot of people guilty. Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm dying over Anastasia's wig. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Lips are luscious. Say their names.
Yes.
There's a lot of mixed messages going on right now.
There's a lot of mixed messages. But that's a really great thing about drag. I mean, we can talk about these very serious topics, and we can gather crowds of people because of the beauty that we have, but also because of the words that we use. And the thing is, words matter. Use your voice, use your platform for a good change, good trouble. Truly.
Exactly. Well, girl, you ready to get back into it with our guests?
Let's dive on in, girl.
Alrighty, kids. Let's welcome back. We are bringing both of them back to answer some questions. So I hope you all have your questions ready. Say hello to ARIANA Autumn and KIKI MAMAH.
Hi.
Oh, girl, I didn't know we were looking at your pussy, girl. I mean, your kitty cat, girl.
Oh, yes, you are. This kitty cat.
Girl.
That's the kitty cat. And
So
this is the PG version. We can get rated R if you want, but that's a.
Ooh, good. That's for the OnlyFans content after the show, after midnight.
Exactly. After the show.
So before we dive into questions, I did want to point out our fabulous sister, Amethyst, was actually in a Lancaster town hall this evening, right here on the basis of sexual orientation and gender equity. It was a town hall this evening, streaming live on the TCP network, featuring guests from PA Commission on LGBTQ Affairs, Inside the Drag Closet, and the PA Youth Congress. So make sure you go and check that out. I think we'll actually post a link to it on the Inside the Drag Closet page. So don't forget to go over there and like our page and tell all of your friends too. Feel free to share it. That was shameless, and I regret nothing.
Oh, honey, no shame, no shame.
Today, Mama.
And actually, Oh, a lot of people popping in. Derek says we're looking lovely, ladies.
Thank you. Where have you been?
He's working on a project tonight, so he wasn't sure he was going to be able. Derek is my husband, for those who don't know, but he is trying to work on a big project, and he's like, I might not be able to watch tonight. I'm like, you do what you need to do. I appreciate you. I love you. You know. And
what
of course,
you don't know is that his project is right below this camera, girl. Keep going, baby. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
that's my name. Don't wear it out, girl.
Of course, his next comment is, yes, Ariana, that hair though.
Yeah. Oh yes, thank you.
Shenanigans, all of it. Now, I think this was a rhetorical question, but I'm going to throw it to everybody. This is from the lovely Patricia Williams. She says, how can people hate gays, but before killing, some are raped? Just cannot understand. Like, how? Like, I completely get what that question is. Like, there's a lot of trans women that are raped and killed by homophobic people. Make it make sense to me.
Well, and you know what? I want to take the time to talk about that suffix that you're using, phobic, because there's a difference between a phobia and a missia. Because phobia, people have phobias that are clinically diagnosable. Claustrophobia, agoraphobia. You know, people who are afraid of spiders. They have.
Keep going. You've got my whole list.
You know, like those are clinically diagnosable, and those are irrational fears that people have. Homophobia, being hateful towards gay people is not an irrational fear. It's based off of hate, and so therefore we need to be using terms like homomysia and homomysics, the suffix mysics, because that truly means hate. People have hate in their hearts, not fear. Don't give them that. Don't give them the ability to say, well, it's a phobia that I have and it's clinically diagnosable. No, bitch. You're not afraid of gay people. And if so, boo, bitch. So yeah, it's bullcrap. And the thing is, she's really talking about an article that she saw. That's my grandma, for people who don't know. She's talking about an article that she saw earlier today where there were 17 young men who were molested and killed in Africa. And you know, they were found out to be homosexuals or same-gender loving people. And she's like, I don't understand how people can get their dicks hard enough to molest someone if they weren't attracted to that person in the first place. And that really comes into play with that fucking dumbass shit from TikTok. Oh, I'm super straight, I just can't date a trans girl. Well, bitch, if you're attracted to a trans girl, shouldn't that tell you something? Maybe you're not super straight, as you said, because if you can't tell the difference between a trans girl and a cis girl.
Well, and like, to take that even a step further, like that's reducing people just to what's between their legs. And it's stuff like that drives me personally crazy. Yes, there are women with penises. Yes, there are men with vaginas. Get over it. That's the way life is.
Really?
Centuries ago, glasses, it might not be centuries, I don't know what I'm talking about, but glasses, we started wearing glasses because this was not working correctly, so glasses were invented. You know, there have been surgeries for centuries to correct things that were not right with us. Being trans is the same thing. You might not get surgery, you might not do HRT, you might do nothing but say, this is who I am, this is how I want to present, and that is enough. That's all you have to do. You know, ooh, I don't like when I get so angsty like that. Goodness. Notice I don't smoke it. That's why I got like that. Oh, so let's go to a fun drag question. So I'm going to throw this to Kiki first, just because I love this question. From Andrea, what is the most cringy thing you have ever seen a new drag performer do?
Well, that is, I guess that really depends on what it is. If it's cringy, as in it's like politically incorrect, I saw this one new girl, and her contour was really dark, and her foundation was just a tad darker than mine. You know, I'm a pretty pale person, and this person was a little paler. And I saw her; she was doing a rap song, and no one else saw it, but I saw her, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is she in blackface?" And then I looked, and I was like, "Oh no, whew, her contour was just too dark." But I was like, "Oh God, please, nobody get off the poor girl." But I think the only other, it was bad. I was like, "Oh, are they letting this happen?" And then I was like, "Oh no, you know, the foundation, the light to dark ratio is good." Okay, there are no blackface here. But let's see, I think as far as like just in general in drag, I'm gonna read myself here. So the most cringy thing I did was during my first performance, and my hair was getting in my face, and I don't like my hair in my face. It was getting in my lips. I'm like, I threw that thing off, and I just had like Hillary Swank. I mean, my hair was short. I might as well be Josh. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Off Jarhead, when he had that really short hair. The guy from Brokeback Mountain, Jake Gyllenhaal. That's who it is. That was me. I mean, I look like a straight up like Butch named Tom, and I was gonna beat somebody up. So I took that wig off and threw it down. And then another time, I was trying to do a death drop. It was more like a butt flop, and I had no pads on, and my ass hurt me so bad. I was like, "Oh!" When I was lip syncing, I really was just going in a more acceptable way. So, that's the most crazy thing I've ever done.
To paraphrase and to alter a quote from RuPaul, if you can't read yourself, how are you going to read someone else?
Exactly.
Amen.
Yes.
How about you, Ariana? What is one of the most cringy things you've ever seen a new performer do?
Well, I'm not going to say who it is, though I could. An entertainer that I'm actually very close with. We were at a Pride event, an all ages Pride event. And let's just say they were not dressed for an all ages Pride event, and their dress was
I know their name.
very short. They were not wearing any kind of underwear, and they got down real low in front of the audience on a raised stage, and you could just see.
You just saw her cat.
The back of this girl's dress. Meow meow. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
She was dressing for the after party with Trade. That's what she was dressing for.
No, and she is no trade for her. She was a child at the time.
Say her name.
Look at these drapes. This is amazing. Oh no.
No, she's watching. She'll kill me.
You know what? When you first started with that, I thought you were talking about when Aja came to Central PA Pride.
Oh no! That was a completely different sort of thing.
I met Aja at Pride once in 2017. She was really cute. She said she lived for me, and I was like, oh! And I wore this like orange flowing jumpsuit and this like, you know, the 80s woman, big hair. I mean, I look like 1984 like threw up on me a little bit. And she told me she lived for me, and I was like, oh. Yes.
Jade knows a lot about 1984. She was around like 60 or 70 that time, I want to say.
Very.
My mother graduated high school in 1984, so I know she knows a lot about that.
I'm not putting up with this anymore. I'm done with it. Take the bitch right off the show.
Oh, damn! Right. You know what? I'm hungry anyway. Let me go.
No, you have to stay now. Aja is a gem. Like she just cracks me up.
Truly.
Oh my God. How about you, Anastasia? An experience of a new performer doing something a little cringy?
Oh, it's always just this.
that Jane Fonda workout.
I hate it. I hate it. And they try and duck duck walk, and it's like, girl, just get up. Get up and girl. Like,
I know what you're talking about, girl. That's what I would look like if I tried to duck walk.
Or that thing where the leg just kind of spins around like this, and they're like, I call it the chicken foot because it's like they're pointing their toe and they're
yes. And it's like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
So there's more moves than what's on Drag Race.
There's an amazing TikTok going around that it's someone doing the Drag 101 karate arms, windmill, turn around, hair flip, stomp a couple times.
So good.
And boom, 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 boom.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It is so accurate too.
And once again, I feel very seen.
I was personally attacked in that video.
Yes.
And I'm serious.
It's the for me, I
that
hate it.
I am featuring tonight. Get into it.
Yes.
I almost just fell off shit.
Someone commented before the commercial break that it looks like everyone broke me. Nope, that's the theme tonight. Just Nana's having a nice evening.
Yeah, just break Jade. That's what we're doing.
Exactly.
No, we need her together because there's a few. We have a few more shows left. So just keep your life together, girl. Keep it together.
We're 4 weeks from our 1 year anniversary.
Are you serious?
It's so weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got another fantastic question. This one is specifically for Ariana from the amazing Jamie Angel. Ariana, how long does it take you on average to make a wig?
The average wig only takes me about, I want to say 5 to 7 hours. It depends on the style. If I'm rhinestoning it, more than that, just because it's painstakingly, stupidly slow to have to glue hair to a wig, and it's mostly because of the product that I use to glue it. But yeah, I'd say 5 to 7 hours for like a regular style. Maybe 10 if it's something intricate, or if it's rhinestone.
Lord.
Amazing. I will fully endorse her wigs. I have 4 of them now, and I love them. Like, they're so good.
Your way, teach me your ways. This is just fantastic.
For the low price of $150, I don't have to teach you nothing. You can just buy it.
Well, yeah, that's I could do that too.
No, you guys start making tutorials like Integration does. So tutorials, girl.
I thought about that. I would love to do, tutorials hair and stuff like that.
We call this pumpkin spice because that's the name of your show, Pumpkin Spice, or Autumn Leaves, because when you leave the club and when you enter with an Ariana piece, you will with an Autumn piece. I don't know where to. This joke is falling off the rails. I'm just gonna.
No, I was there for it. I was here for it,
but it's all good.
Well, you know what? Talking about integration, real quick, just this quick segue. I always try and pick out one of the pieces that he puts out for his silent auction that he does, and they start at $250 all the time. And I'm like, bitch, if you start them a little lower, maybe someone will be able to afford your fucking wig. But there was this one wig that I really wanted. It was like this rainbow afro that has like really like cool.
I saw that one.
I know what you're talking about. I saw that. That is a sick wig.
Stunning. Well, I was sitting pretty for like a little bit of money, but then someone came in and it was like $700.
I mean,
one wig.
Granted, yes, stunning, beautiful hair. Do I have that much money? Girl, no. And that's why I do my own hair.
$700 for one unit.
No. No.
I just don't want to pussycat wig and go to town.
I will stick to a motherfucking kitty cat wig.
Okay.
Look at this $45 on my head right now.
Look at this $25. 25, okay?
Nice.
Beauty Avenue. Beauty Food.
She's become Julia Wonders.
What?
So, we did get a nice little comment right here for Miss Kiki from Kenneth Milliron. Miss Kiki can't wait to see you at Nationals in May.
Yes, that's my promoter. He is the promoter for Indiana Gay United States at large, and I'm the first alternate to Miss Gay Indiana United States at large, and the person who's won is Dominique Powell St. James of New Jersey. She's fantastic. I mean, you see her talents at these pageants. I was floored. I knew that I wasn't going to win. I knew that she was going to get top 12 because I saw it and I said, honey, I might as well just pack my stuff up. I love her. She's just fantastic and she deserves it. But yeah, we're both going to go to Nationals in Roanoke in May, which Roanoke, for those that don't know, it's like in the mountains. So it's not uncommon to hear like in like a Burger King or a hotel. When we got to the hotel, because I actually ran the Miss Gay United States pageant in November, we heard a banjo playing. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, where am I? What have I walked into? But it's a fun little place. We're both going to Nationals, and you know what? I'm going home with something. I'm calling it on faith. I'm going home with something. It's going to be really fun. And when Kenny's been an amazing promoter. He has been there every step of the way. And that's what I love about like pageant promoters who actually give a shit, because it's a lot of money to run a pageant. It's a lot of money and it takes a lot of balls to get up there and do your thing. And, you know, so if a promoter is as supportive as he is, that's what I like. And, you know, all the people I've known in that system are great. So I'm extremely excited.
Although we can tell he's a good promoter too, because he is here for you. Like, he's commenting, he's watching, he's got his girl.
Yeah. Well, Kenny, I'm almost ready. You know, I got a little bit of ironing out to do, but you know, I'm making it work. I'm getting it together. So, yeah.
Well, now, so that's the other thing. I know we probably have another question, but Kiki and I were chatting before the show about pageants just in general, and like how expensive it is for pageants, and you know, especially for these national pageants, the girls shell out for the evening gown, the talent, if they do a presentation, but then on top of that, they have to pay for all of their dancers. They have to pay for their dancers while they're practicing, pay to get them into the show. So it's like so expensive. Like culminate to the fact that you just might not win.
You might not.
Oh, when there's so many, you know, girls that are in the pageant, you know what I mean? You really go there kind of knowing like, I'm probably not gonna win. You know what I mean? You know that, but you go anyway because you know it's all for the love of the art.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Ariana, you know, you kind of turned that in. You've done pageantry before, and now you do hair for a national title holder, correct?
Oh, I do. Yeah. I do hair for Devastation. She was Miss Gay America 2018. She's fabulous. I love her.
Better work. Yes.
Like, she's just fantastic. When I met her, saw her perform, I was like, okay, I get it right away. I was like, I understand why you are the one, why you are, you know, queen. And it's an honor, honestly, to do hair for her. Like, it's just
wow.
That's what I saw when, like, because they have over Miss, they have it on 2 nights, and on the second night when I was sitting there in the audience because I didn't make the top 10, you know, when I saw the people that were up there in top 5, especially the winner, Sabrina White, I was like, I know why. I know why she won, because, I mean, Sabrina's number 1, she's great. But number 2, I saw her and I was like, oh. I was like, look at all this. I mean, here I am. I'm thinking I am Miss Bootsy Boo with this. I had a yellow beaded gown that was ended up being a little ill-fitting in the top area, but it was still, I thought I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna serve this. And I came in there and I thought I was Miss Bootsy Boo on stage, but then she comes up there and I'm like, okay, I know why you were Miss Gay United States. And even our current reigning Gay United States at large, I mean, she is everything. Kaj Monet, she boom.
Yes.
I mean, she's hair, makeup, jewelry down. She can do it. So Ariana, we don't have to hook us up because I really want to meet Devastation. I kind of just want to meet everybody. And so I'm going to be in the bottom like, hi, I love your drag. Like, I'm a little bit of a fangirl. So, yeah.
Fabulous.
I love that. So we got 2 questions. I'm going to combine them into one because they're actually, it's a very cool duo of questions that work really well together. The first one from Andrea, what is your go-to meal before a show? And then Alicia said, is there any special things you do before a performance, like prayer, listening to certain songs, giving yourself a pep talk, or whatnot? Anastasia, you start.
Nothing. I eat nothing the day before I perform. Because I want to fit into everything beautifully and make sure that my stomach is nice and flexible. So, other than that, what ritual do I do? I don't really do any rituals. It's more so a like what do they call it? A bum rush to make sure that I'm on time. So that's the ritual normally.
Yes.
And I don't ever make it on time, okay, bitch?
I feel that one.
No ritual, though.
Okay. How about you, Kiki?
So, well, I mean, I'll get like a little snack cake, or drink a soda, or like have some water before a show, or get myself a little cocktail, because usually if I haven't eaten anything, it'll go to my head, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, So I'll just drink a little cocktail, and if I had now after the show, I'm either getting some McDonald's, or if it's open, I'm getting some Panera Bread. Okay, Mama, that mac and cheese is
yes.
The truth is light. But I think as far as rituals, I don't do it as much before a show. I do kind of breathe, I guess, and I kind of like take pictures of myself. And if I look at the pictures and I'm like, you know what, I would live for me. So I guess that's my ritual. I'll just take a picture of myself, see if I look good, and then I go out there. Now during a pageant, because inside I'm like, I have to repeat the mantra. I feel pretty. I look pretty. I am pretty. And then by the time I do that, I'm at the door, and inside I'm like, but like I'm just modeling, like, oh, my feet hurt. Hold on, please don't fall. Oh, don't let your wig fall off. I'm a hot mess.
It's serious business, though. How about you, Ariana?
Well, what do I eat the day of a show? Well, when I was performing regularly, I was a queen on the go, and I ate whatever the hell was on the way to the show. Fast food was it. Food out of a paper bag, queen on the go, honey. Didn't have time to like make food. That's what we lived on. And the only ritual I do before a show, well, it's the 420 show. Y'all know why we're here. I like to enjoy a little moment with nature. Get myself calm and collected. Really get in the zone.
But I don't see you out here walking children in nature, girl.
No, fuck these kids. No.
Well, you know what? Miss Kiki was talking about how she eats a little snack cake. What she meant to say is she eats some hose cakes, because hoes got to eat too. Okay.
Yes. Listen, I get the double decker oatmeal pie. Okay, I'm not doing this single oatmeal pie because I'm a big old bitch. I need
nice.
I love it.
I can't stand no man that can't eat. If I've been on a date with a guy, if they don't want to eat, I'm like, oh no, you cannot be with me because
I need to the curb. Yes.
Because I'm a snacker. I love to snack. I like I go out to eat probably a little too much. So I need to.
Me too. No
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Bitch, if you can afford it, the fuck?
Especially,
What you want to eat?
yes,
I'm
Mama.
tired of wasting money on groceries only to wind up going out to eat anyway.
Thank you. You buy all them groceries, you're just gonna go right to Penn. You're just gonna go to McDonald's anyway. I tell that to myself. It's like you need to do better as I'm shoving McDonald's into my mouth. So yeah.
So
Me every day. Oh, I go to work. What am I going to do? Am I going to pack lunch for myself? No, there's a food hall. I'm going to eat there.
No, girl.
And it gets even worse if the times that I have smoked the jazz cabbage, my eating has gotten worse.
Not the jazz cabbage.
The jazz cabbage.
I'm sorry.
The thing that makes you go.
I was gonna say, where's my piccolo? Well, let me join in the band.
We got all the vintage terms for it tonight. That's amazing.
The funky plant.
What? I haven't answered the question yet. I'm having too much fun tonight. I don't like if I'm doing. It depends on what I'm doing in the show. Like if I'm doing numbers where I'm like, okay, I need to really corset myself. I'll eat, but I'll make sure it's stuff that's like not too filling.
Yeah.
I will also do a pre-show poop. You never know. We call it the dump and tuck.
Not taking a dump and putting your. Never mind. Your dick between those rancid hamburger buns.
No, not like that.
Oh, that. Oh. I don't know what you were talking about. Now I've got the visual. Oh, ooh, God, ooh, girl.
They don't happen at the same time.
Oh,
I've been too busy with the wacky tobacco. Anyway, back to that shenanigans. If I'm doing dance numbers, I will stretch first because Mama's getting a little old. So, or at least her knees are anyway. But yeah, that's it. I don't really psych myself up anymore because usually by the time I'm about to hit the stage, I'm like, oh, I got this. Unless it's a pageant, and then I'll be like, girl, you don't got this. You got to get out there and
you
prove to them that you do.
You're just, it's, yeah.
The complete opposite of opulence. You earned nothing.
You earned nothing.
You have nothing. You don't own shit.
Alrighty, we've got 3 more questions. We're going to rapid fire these questions because we are getting close to the end of our time. But the first question, I'm going to do them a little out of order. So rapid fire from Josh. What is the strangest thing you have seen a performer do on or off the stage? Ariana, go.
I don't know. We have really been a job around here, and I'm sorry to say that. I apologize.
Then how about you, Kiki?
Okay, well, this is a strange thing, but it's strange in a good way. So I was at this place called Fallout that, does a lot of alternative style drag. And this one guy, he lives in Pennsylvania now, but he was living in Virginia. He comes out in this chicken costume to this Chinese song called Chick Chick. And it's like, it's a lot of chicken noise. It's a lot of Chinese language.
It's actually Korean.
Oh, yeah, something. Oh, it's Korean? Oh, God, I thought it was Chinese.
Oh.
Of course you would know.
Yes, and then he goes into J-pop. Then he goes into J-pop doing Pon Pon Pon, and I was like, at first I was like, I don't know what to make of this, but oh my God, I love it now! Like I was just entranced for like the whole time. Now, there were some people that were throwing shade. They were like this, and I'm like, girl, you're at a drag show. You're not even in drag. You're not even on stage. So shut the fuck up and let them dress in that chicken costume. So
yes,
Kiki.
Listen, I can't stand that. You see some nasty people in the audience. So like, I had somebody boo me once. I mean, she was booing everybody, but when she booed me, I want her to sound one. I can't even do it right. It was and then she got taken out of the club. So screw you.
There's no regulation.
I didn't get booed, but when I was competing for Queen of Hope, halfway through my talent number, someone went, "Next." And it's on film, and I knew exactly who it was. And I won. Thank you.
You won.
How about you, Anastasia? What is the strangest thing you've seen a performer do on or off the stage?
I got two. On stage, I watched Maxwell Treats Eat Trash and as the Grouch. And off stage, it was walking from the hotel room to go do something. I don't know why, but the bathroom door was open and Diamond Taylor was sitting there pooping with the door open. That was crazy. I was like, oh my God, what's happening?
Oh yeah. Walk right into the hotel room where everyone's changing, look into the bathroom. There she is, just pooping with the door open.
Living.
I gotta get her on this show.
You do. Yes. As long as she wears the vagina costume. Or, excuse me,
she wears clothes. Like,
excuse me, not the vagina costume, the vulva costume.
The vulva costume.
Andrea. Thank you, Andrea.
Don't worry, Drea. We learned our lesson. We still need that sketch that you promised us, so you can tell us what it actually looks like, because none of us know. It's like the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars or something. I don't understand. I don't.
No.
So, two more questions. Actually, I'm going to combine two questions together, and there is one more question here. Again, rapid fire style. Is there a 420 themed song you would love to develop a routine to and perform? And if you were to perform while high, what would be the song you think would actually be improved by being high? Anastasia.
Wait. I'm looking it up right now.
Oh God.
I immediately. Oh, it's "Do It." "Do It" by Miley Cyrus. Yes, no God.
Yeah, please. Yes.
I love it. How about you, Kiki?
So if I had to do a 420 style song, so it would either, if I had to perform a routine, it would either be between "Addicted" from Amy Winehouse or "On and On" by Miss Badu, because those are two songs I would really see myself, getting into the ganja spirit for.
Yeah.
Now, if I was to perform a song high, it would be from The Age of Aquarius, from Hair. When the moon is in the seventh house, like Honey had huge hair, psychedelic lights, this flowing thing. Oh, listen, there would be harmony understanding that night. So
yes.
How about you, Ariana? What would you perform if you were high?
Everything.
Not everything. She said, "What song do I normally perform?"
Based on my answer for one of the earlier questions, I feel like the answer to that question is everything. But I will say that I did do sort of a 420 themed number already when I was competing for Miss Gay Pennsylvania in 2019. I did Reefer Madness. I did the Steph and the Steph Free Prize, and it's one of my favorite numbers that I've ever done. And I can't wait to do it again. One of my favorites. But there is another song that I would love to do. It's not necessarily 420 themed, but the way that I would do it, it would be, and that is "Lazy Baby" by Dove Cameron. And I'm obsessed with that song right now. That's a scary degree.
That's
what? I didn't mention what song I do if I were high. So if I were high, I'd do the Janae Aiko song "Sativa."
Yes, I was listening to that earlier. Yes, love that song.
Nice and chill. and like I think I'm moving, but really I'm just standing still on the stage.
Yes.
I think, it's funny you did a the stuff mix, because I have one in my mind too. Like if I ever compete again, that might be my talent number. But that includes the reprise, and that includes like spray bottles and like blood spraying everywhere.
Yeah, I did the reprise, and the only reason, and like I couldn't do that because there's no liquid allowed on the stage. Well, there was not at the time that I performed there. I believe that they changed the rules in the American system that you are allowed to use some liquid during your talent now.
Wow.
Just certain stipulations. But in my version, I just threw him out the door. But I mean, I would have loved to rip somebody's heart out on a stage. That would have been fantastic.
I think if I could, since you've already claimed that one, I'm going to say I would do Little Mary Sunshine from Reefer Madness.
That friends and I have talked about performing it together because it's so fun. It's really fun.
Nice. And if I were to do a number performing while high, I don't think I could. I think like I don't know that I could. Like I've performed drunk before, and there's video evidence of me performing The Itch by Vitamin C with a box of Vagisil scooting my crotch across a stage. So when I perform drunk, that's what happens. I don't know what would happen if I performed high.
When I perform high, I think I knew the words, but I was going nah, blah, 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 blah. It was from some parts, and I'm sitting there, I'm going, pointing. I'm like, yeah. And it's like, all right, now I'm just pointing a lot and trying to get down for up. Oh, you're not going to be able to get back up. Don't drop that low again. Oh, no, my knee hurts. So, yeah, performing when I'm a little buzzed, that can be an interesting experience. And then, yeah.
I love that. Well, kids, we are reaching the end of our show. This time flew by tonight. Oh my God, this was so much fun. I want to give everybody a chance to say goodnight to everybody, and we are going to start with the lovely Anastasia Diamond.
Oh, fabulous. Well, thank you all so much for popping in and sitting with us this evening. I really appreciate y'all being here, especially with everything that happened this week. Make sure that you're getting out, and make sure that you're advocating for some of the most vulnerable communities in our society. And at the same time as that, make sure that you're going and getting tested for STIs, for HIV. Make sure that you're going to get the full panel at least once a year if you're in a monogamous relationship, and multiple times a year if you have multiple partners throughout the year. It takes normally 3 months to show up for a positive HIV test. So make sure that you're getting tested if you have multiple partners at least once every 3 months. So thank you guys so much. Make sure to get your vaccine. Make sure to wear your mask. Make sure to wash your ass and stay happy.
Alrighty, Kiki, any last words for the kids watching?
I do. I just want to say thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all for being a good audience. I'm so excited to be here. Y'all can follow me on Facebook, on the Instagram. Remember to support your LGBT shows, your bars, your pageants. If you've never been to a pageant or you've never been to a drag show, well, go now, because they are the lifeblood of our community. And also for the drag sisters out there that are sitting at home and you're like, oh my God, I just want to do drag so bad, and why am I not getting booked? Remember, this could be also a time to say, you know what? This is a time to reinvent your drag. This is also time to remember that drag is supposed to be fun. Yes, it's a business, but it's supposed to be fun. Have fun with your drag if you go back out on the scene. So that's all I can say.
Beautiful.
I love that. Ariana, your turn.
All right, I'll keep it short and sweet. I would just like to say thank you so much for joining us. Wakanda Forever. Stream Lazy Baby by Dove Cameron, and follow Ariana Autumn on Instagram.
Short and to the point. I love it. I want to say thank you to these three lovely creatures that I have had joining me this evening. I adore all of you. This has been, my stomach hurts from laughing so much tonight, and that is, I'm not even corseted, so that's amazing. To everybody who was watching this evening, thank you for your amazing questions tonight. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and over on YouTube. If you would like to help keep Inside the Drag Closet going, we always have merch, so you could get your t-shirts, fanny packs, masks, gaiters, hoodies, pretty much anything you can imagine. Just go over to, I forgot to do this at the top of the show, www.jadedevere.com/merch. I hope you keep in touch. Next week, we have a fabulous night planned. It's going to be me and my 3 lovely co-hosts, and we have decided, I don't know if we've decided, but it's being decided now. I asked the girls what they would like to do next week, and there seemed to be a popular opinion that we will be doing some red carpet pageant-worthy eleganza for you. So make sure you tune in next week. We are going to be our most glamorous selves. But until we see you then, there's only one thing left to say, and that is to say goodnight, kids. Good night, kids.
You've been listening to WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows.